absent. I mean, they had the batting but weren't able to push on alongside Dominic Cork, and you've got to wonder what went wrong after a pretty decent start.
Yeah, I talked about on commentary with Alan Wilkins that really after the top four we haven't seen that middle order. They've relied.
Allied Bank की biometric ATM service.
They're ready. Here they are. We're ready. Are they ready? We know that James Vince is one. Who else is coming out? Yeah, I got that 30% off in the shops yesterday, though.
I know you did. You posted on Instagram.
No. So they've sent out Zishan Ashraf. So left-hand, right-hand combination. No Shan Masood, no Moeen Ali. We knew that Vince would probably come out. Now really not just an experienced man in PSL, but in World T20 franchise cricket. This man plays all over the globe now. Australia, South Africa, of course England too. Here we go.
Dale Steyn will get us underway. He's got a slip in place. And he's crashed it over, slips, and the first ball goes for 4 as Multan looked for 92 for victory.
Back of a length. He went back of a length last night and was dealt with by Cameron Akmal. This was a little bit fortunate for Zishan. He's got to have a smile on his face. Look, as a bowler, you've got to have a smile on your face all the time at 2020 because they're going to keep coming at you. Straight away, he changes the field. Had the extra man on the offside, so he had 5 fielders inside the circle on for the first ball. Now he's put an extra man, so a deep mid-wicket in place.
Playing a miss, good change up from Steyn.
Yeah, it just goes down the side of the ball, so a little bit like an off spinner. A lot of people around the world call it an off cutter. It's not an off cutter, it's an off spinner.
Great coverage for you across platforms. Pakistan Super League's official YouTube channel, and you can get exclusive match highlights and great content.
Again, just tinkering with his field. So third man now up in the circle, and there's a deep point out. Is he going to try and pitch it up? Did he learn from last night, Dale Steyn, about not bowling too short?
Great use of the feet from Zishan. Oh, good effort down on the boundary by Shadab Khan, but it goes for 4.
This was nearly an excellent piece of fielding from Shadab Khan because he knows how wet the outfield is. Good shot again. This is down like a leg spinning, leg cutter. So taking pace off, nearly he slips. Lucky. May have had an injury with that, but watch his right foot. Wow. So Lucky, we know it's very boggy, and we talked about how these two sides have perhaps decided to go ahead with a game that maybe isn't perfect conditions.
Good single, good rotation of strike. 9 from the opening over so far with 2 balls to go.
Yeah, and it's like one of these games. Everybody thinks a 9-over game, it's just everybody has to be go, go, go. There's still little parts of this game that don't overthink the situation, don't panic. Same as everywhere. You know, you think everything changes. All of a sudden we have a toss, let's get out there, and all of a sudden you start panicking. Stay brave.
He's got it through the gap. 4 runs.
I'm very biased when it comes to James Vince because I was part of his introduction into the first-class game at Hampshire. I just think this man has got so much time. A lot of world batsmen out there would love to have this man's timing. he makes it look easy at times. We all know the faults, yes, but on the eye, he's beautiful.
A single to end the over. 14 from the opening over, 14 without loss.
My ABL business internet banking के साथ financial
Sharing the new ball, and James Vince powers this away onto the leg side. About to say excellent fielding, but that goes away for 4. Unfortunate, Rizwan did an excellent job, but just at the end, and it's very soft underfoot, so not easy. That goes for a first ball for 4.
Yeah, I like Akif Javid. He's one of those emerging players. Had a little bit of an injury after a couple of good games early on in Lahore. But he's up against somebody who is going to get rid of that left leg, just open himself up. He's going to try and hit him every ball.
Now this thick edge tries to the boundary for 4. It's all going the way of Multan Sultans early on in this run chase.
Well, that's what I talked about. I'm going to try and win this first 3 overs, this power play. 32 for 1 in the first 3 overs at Islamabad United. He'll take that. Just remember that the only 2 fielders out at the moment are deep mid-wicket, deep square leg. So he's going to try and look to hit down the ground.
Again through the gap. Vince is turning it on here at Rawalpindi, and 3 fours in a row in the second over.
Slightly over pitch, tried to go for the Yorker. And because he's deep in his crease, watch his hands. That is what you're talking about. Any young boy or girl out there wanting to know how to try and hit the ball a little bit harder, get your hands through it. Watch this. Hands. Uses his hands. Nice high back lift. Deep in the crease. That's not a bad delivery. And it goes for 4.
Played for the Power Rocks in the MSL and was one of the reasons they went on to win that competition. Runs at the top from Vince. Vital. Straight down the ground now for 4. Vince dealing in boundaries, and Multan are galloping to victory here.
Yeah, this is an education for the young left-arm bowler. This is a lesson in pressure, lesson in how to try and stop somebody on top of his game. Talked about staying leg side, open yourself up. The reason why he does that, because he gives him the option of hitting both sides of the wicket. Maybe collapses his back leg a little bit, but when you hit it as hard as he does, then you can. Long on in now, deep square leg up. We'll have to still go full.
Make that boundary number 5 for James Vince. Akif is taking punishment here in his opening over. 20 from it with 1 ball to go.
And they're already past where Islamabad were in their power play, and there's an over and 1 ball to go. He's 25 from 7 deliveries, James Vince. What a performer this Hampshire-born man is.
Shut up, just trying to console the bowler. What do you say? At the same time, Islamabad were 19 without loss. Good stop in the ring. Now pinch a single. 21 off the second over. It's 35 without loss. First possible start.
And I tell you what, when James Vince saw that arm go up, he wasn't going for a quick single. No thanks. I'll take this. I fancy a bit of a free hit, don't you?
Youngsters under pressure here in a cauldron-like environment, and that's a big one. Crunch that over mid-off, 1 bounce for 4.
It's a little bit like Michael Slater on the golf course. He never missed a fairway. Off 12 handicap, this is what James Vince brings. Pitch it up, hit it straight. It is just excellent. It is brilliant batting. Pressure, knowing that you've got to get your side off to a good start in a power play, 3 overs, a 9 over game. What a game of T20.
30 from 10, Vince. Doesn't fielded down long on just for a single, but it's heart-stopping action here at Rawalpindi. Will we see some big sixes here? Pepsi catch a craw. Win your share of a craw. You catch it in the crowd, and that is a good catch. We've had 21 successful catches so far, and they currently stand a chance of sharing a craw. Pepsi catch a craw, great initiative.
What I've also enjoyed is the fact this is our last game in Rawalpindi.
And your last game.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately, but I'm just so glad that T20 is putting on a show for these people.
Well, is that going down, Dom?
Going down. Think of the angle, the left arm, it's not swinging, going down. But I'm really glad, and I say for a reason, is because we've had some cold weather here in Rawalpindi. We'll just have a look at this replay, but it's definitely going down. Definitely not a chance that's hitting the stumps. And I'm so glad they've turned up. Wind, rain, coldness. They now have sun to finish off. And you never know. We may have our first super over. Why not?
You've been calling for it, haven't you? He's hit that into the gap for four. Vince is seeing it so well here at Rawalpindi and dealing in boundary.
He doesn't want a super over. This game now, let me tell you now, this game is won. Multan Sultans only need 46 from 38 deliveries. It's nearly down to a runner ball.
Well, the fastest 50 in all PSL is off 17 deliveries. James Vince at the moment is 35 of 12.
He's striking at 291, Cass. He's seeing it well.
Will they push for two? No, just a single.
Being berated at the back of the comms box by Michael Slater, saying the game is won. Of course it's not won. I know that. But I tell you what, if Vince keeps hitting it, he'll need an HBL buggy to fill all them prizes and man of the match prizes.
The fans have absolutely loved their time here at Rawalpindi. This has been one of the greatest experiences in terms of commentating to this. Amazing.
I tell you what, I'm going to have to sit down in a minute. Oof.
Oh, he's just popped this up for a single to end the over and end the power play. After 3 overs, it's 48 without loss.
Strike. Oh, he went wide. He hasn't caught hold of this. It's just short.
Well, it looks like Multan not only want the 2 points to go to 11 with 3 games after this one, they want to get their net run rate up as well. They want everything increased. They're on fire. It is bullying stuff. But what I like about it, we've seen some really good cricket shots. It hasn't been slogging, Wilco.
No, you're right. And James Vince, this young player from England, he's played 13 tests. Oh, he's going to get runs for this as well. It's all going Multan's way. Shadab, what has he got? Has he got a trick up his sleeve? The 50 comes up in just 20 deliveries.
The only way they can falter is to lose wickets. But they're not going to stop. Vince has been scintillating. That's a little bit lucky.
He's worked this one leg side, and it's 6.
He moves to 46. Guess how many balls? 15. What a show he's putting on, the Englishman. It is so hard to keep up with because he's cracking them to all parts. He nearly hit 6 balls off an over.
Goes wide, goes over point, and it's going to land safely.
Well, I said when they started, it's go hard or go home. They want to get back home tonight. Early, I mean. Get the early flight.
James Vince has said this young English player. Hasn't got 100 in any form for England, but surely that's going to come. How well he has timed the ball today in slats. It's been all with classical shots.
Well, if you contrast this innings with what we saw from Islamabad, apart from a couple of early shots from, well, there's Tapal Tea. It's always tea time here in the PSL, that's for sure. So they need 30 from 31. It's a doddle from here. Wide. Not called. So end of the over. That was very wide indeed.
My ABL digital.
Well, comparative score was 52 for 1, 62 for no loss. So there's only 10 runs in it in the wicket, but this is where it all went wrong for Islamabad. This is where they started losing wickets, and Multan were able to drag it back with good bowling. But just look at the stroke play. There's a few sketchy ones. It's heavy hitting, but I feel it's better stroke play than we saw in the first innings. They just got into a bit of a slogfest, Islamabad, instead of staying control, keeping their head still. That is the key. That's what he's done so well. Keeping the head, therefore the eyes, very still on contact.
Mohammad Musa Khan is the bowler. Well, he'll change it up. Generally, he's got a very good slingy action. But James Vince has been certainly in the England setup for 13 tests, 13 one-days and 12 T20Is. He's got one T20 100. How about the Pepsi catch a crore, win a share of a crore at the end of the season? And that man is part of it. He will have a share of a crore. I think you'll have to dump the horn and get your hands around the ball. Where'd he bowl to James Vince? He's on 49. Yorker, that's as good as we've seen. But that is 50, half century for James Vince. It's been sparkling. 20 balls it's taken him.
There's Mushtaq Ahmed and Andy Flower, the coaching staff in there, equals the fastest 50 this season. And Kamran Akmal is joint leader there. So absolutely outstanding, and we were here to witness it, and everyone watching at home, obviously the crowd are enjoying the fireworks. And what a treat if he's still out there at the end. That would be some innings. It already is. Never ceases to amaze these guys. Their skill level just keeps improving.
One gets past the bat. We haven't seen that too much in this innings. You're right, Slats, about the way that Islamabad batted. They needed someone to stick around, much like James Vince is doing this for Multan. It was a bit helter-skelter. It was a bit frenetic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just seemed to be without game plan, just without the individuals coming out, knowing where their strengths were. And Win-Viz has certainly got Multan on top at 91%. And Unite, not 9%. They're running out of time now. Overs, balls ticking down, the runs not far away now. 29 they need, Multan.
It's a full toss. Third man is down there, but it beats him. And the runs coming everywhere. Andy Flower, the coach for Multan, doesn't show emotion. And as an Islamabad United player, can you show emotion? They're getting a battering here.
It's been a nice HBL PSL 5 for Andy Flower. He's had the comfort of a winning side, therefore a winning dressing room. I think it's probably the best balanced side I've seen when you look at the batting and certainly the bowling. The bowling strength is going to see them get to the final, I believe. Far superior at the end.
A little bit on the short side. It's only one. 6 from the over. 5 gone, 68. Takes the wicket. He needs a few more.
He certainly does. Something for him. Something for United. Something to go on. A wicket. A breakthrough. And very quickly. It was slow. It was very short. Probably could have been best served to stay in his crease and then whack it to the onside. The advanced. Skewed it back at 16 and he's out. Skewed back and an easy caught and bowled. So they've got 1 wicket.
Cheeky from Moeen Ali. He's going to get a boundary very first ball.
Well, we talk about batting plans, Wilco, and he's come out and he's recognised that there's no fielder there. So it was a pre-med shot. He just needed delivery that was the right length. Certainly the line mattered as well. But Moeen Ali is strode out and he knew exactly where he wanted to hit, and that's one of his strengths. In control.
He's going to get 4 more here, this time offside.
Incredible, isn't it? I'm not sure he picked the wrong one either. But enough of an edge to go fine enough. Was the wrong one away from him? No, I'll say that he was well in control of that stroke. So they need 16 now, Multan. It's been a doddle, thanks to Vince.
Oh, look at the touch. He'll get 1.
Oh, Oppo selfie. There we go again. We've seen a couple of them. There's a million going on with those Oppo phones out there. Get one up in the commentary box. We'll take a million of them.
Thought you'd got one, Slats.
Rolling hard.
Vince, once again, it's the middle of the bat and a bit of footwork. Multan running away with this.
Well, the way they're going, they need 13. They get within 2 hits and they might as well go for it. Finish it in style, I say, Wilco. That's the way they've batted right the way through. It's the way they bowled in the final 5.
Well, that's wide. 80 comes up. 12 runs required.
Wow, if they were batting first, what would they have scored?
Well, the last thing you do is give James Vince a full toss. He's going to accept that. MSL, Wild Rocks, and he was just the go-to man for the captain, Faf du Plessis. Look at these shots. He hits the ball so hard, so straight, and so classically. And then when you want to improvise, he's got that as well. Wide, and he smashes this. It's 4 more. This is beautiful to watch, but not if you're an Islamabad fan.
Wow. Wow, that's all I can say.
Well, I'll tell you what, those are the 2 Pakistan women's cricketers right there, Nida Dar and Alia Riaz, and they're watching a masterclass here.
Yeah, it has been, and the feature has been the stillness of his head and eyes. I think that's why he's been able to seize every opportunity. He's turned deliveries into an opportunity. And need 3 to win.
Little full toss, which he clips for 1. How's that for the Osaka run? Got to get it to... Oh, she's as quick as we've seen.
Yeah, and we're celebrating International Women's Day as well, so it's been a special day. Yesterday it was all about breast cancer awareness. And coming up live from Lahore, Qalandars up against the Karachi Kings, another big match.
Yeah, the Qalandars last night winning against Quetta Gladiators on a turning pitch. Full toss again. There it is. The winning runs for Multan Sultans. They have wiped the floor today here in Rawalpindi with Islamabad. And the Multan Sultans look strong. They have won by 9 wickets with James Vince, the star of the show.
My ABL digital banking से बस